Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Daniel, and on this episode, we have Nurse Janine. She's an IMC nurse based in Vegas, and she's been working in America for 15 years. I'm excited to learn more about her story. Everyone, let's welcome Nurse Janine from Vegas. Hey Janine, welcome to the show.
Hi, Dean. Thank you for
Hel-
inviting me here.
Hey, it's a pleasure. Miss Janine, kamusta ang warm weather dyan sa Vegas?
Currently, right now, it's still warm, and we're on the 80s right now. So it's still hot and sunny here in Vegas. Yeah, but over there in the East Coast, it's gonna be starting to cool down over there. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Miss Janine, bago lang tayo mag-start, I know that some people by the end of the show might have questions for you. So can you share us your YouTube channel and your Facebook fan page?
Oh, my YouTube channel. Well, I just started my YouTube channel a year ago, and I'm just doing that the channel just to share about the life here in America. And I also have I just show what my life here. So just like, for example, as a nurse, or anything that's I can share with. Yeah.
So, ano pong ano nun? Ano ang name ng YouTube channel niyo?
Oh, it's Jan's Life Venture. So if you can follow me, everyone here, Jan's Life Venture, follow in my YouTube channel, and also I have my Facebook page, which is the Jan's Life Venture. Yeah.
All right, all right. So I will link that on the description box down below. So Nurse Janine, can you tell us just a brief background lang, no? What year po kayo dumating sa Amerika and how long have you been practicing nursing?
Oh, okay. I came here in America in the year 2003, and then yeah, and then I came here as a nurse, as a registered nurse. So first of all, I was working in the medical surgical unit on that time. It's been like 5 years that I've been working on a medical surgical before transferring to the IMC unit. Yeah.
Um, so so back then, Nurse Jan, paano yung process nyo sa Amerika? Like ngayon kasi mabilis na eh. In 2 years or minsan months pa lang nakakaalis na. Sa inyo po ba? Paano yun?
Oh, in my time, that was way back in 2003. So, first of all, you have to pass the CGFNS, and then the TOEFL, and then the TSC. So those three exams are needed before you can be approved to apply in America. And then when you come here in the US, you're gonna be taking the NCLEX. So before you can start working as a registered nurse. But I don't know if it's still the same as of today. I think it's still the same.
Hmm, ang dami pala 'no. Ngayon kasi it's way much easier na. NCLEX lang need mo masa-start na yung petition and then along the way you can do the IELTS and visa screen. No need for
Oh,
CGFNS. Mm.
oh, okay, okay. Yeah, before we don't have IELTS yet
Ah.
before. Yeah.
Okay. And then when you guys arrived there, sa Vegas na po ba agad kayo or sa ibang state pa kayo bago nag-transfer there?
No, I came from Pennsylvania first for 2 years, and then after 2 years, I could not stand on the weather there because it's so cold, especially after winter. When winter time comes, then it's snowing. I can't handle in the snow, so that's why 2 years lang ako doon. Then I moved back here in Vegas. Yeah.
Okay. So what made you decide to work in Vegas and hindi sa ibang state like Arizona na hindi rin malamig?
Kasi yung father ko noon,
Mm.
they really liked Las Vegas before. And then I was trying to apply in California because I know California has a very nice weather. But my father was saying, oh no, you just go to Vegas so that we can go to Vegas too. So I guess they want to like gamble, there's a lot of casinos here. So that's why I just followed what my dad wants. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. And totoo po ba 'pag nakatira ka sa Vegas since, maraming 'di ba bakasyonan siya, eh, 'no, lagi siyang pinupuntahan. So, yearly ba marami kayong mga Pilipino na galing Pilipinas na nagbabakasyon diyan?
Yes, yes. There are a couple of like families who are coming here from the Philippines. Then, of course, Las Vegas is the number one, vacation destination. So, medyo busy-busy din kami pag may mga bisita kami because I have to accommodate them. And then, sometimes I will just let them stay in a hotel. In that way, it's much easier for them to walk around in the strip boulevard
Hmm.
because over here in our house it's like 30 to 45 minutes drive to go in the strip boulevard. So in that way it's much easier for them anytime they want to walk around in the strip boulevard, mas madali sa kanila. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. Tama nga 'no. Yeah, and hindi na sila kailangan i-drive papunta there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I remember before yung tumira kami sa Vegas with my relatives, parang every afternoon, may truck na umiikot sa parang village or sa community tapos binabasa lang yung ano, yung daan. Nangyayari pa ba yun ngayon?
Yung pinasara ang daan.
Binabasa.
Oh,
Parang it's a fire truck pero binabasa lang nila yung daan mismo.
yeah, it's like I think they're cleaning it. I'm not really sure. I think they're cleaning the road, yung binabasa nila.
Mhm, okey. Siguro nga yun yun kasi we don't have that here in the Philippines so parang na-weirduhan ako, anong ginagawa nila 'to dito?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nurse Janine, nakita ko yung ano, yung buhay mo sa Amerika, yung nag-vlog ka. Tapos habang nagla-login ka lang, may mga nagtagalog. So nagulat ako. So marami po bang Filipino sa hospital nyo?
Oh, yes, yes. Most of the people working in the hospital are like 80% Filipinos over here in Las Vegas. So, kasi maraming maraming Pilipino na gustong mag-move dito from different other states. So, talagang naging ano na rin to, parang small Manila here in Las Vegas. Yeah.
I see, grabe, 80%. So ang dami talaga.
Marami talaga. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so kinda like medyo feels like home ng konti.
Oh, yeah, it feels like home. Parang ano lang, yeah, Mall Manila na naging Manila na tong Las Vegas. Kahit saan you can when you go shopping, marami na ring mga Filipino stores dito. So they're building up, businesses, Filipino businesses here.
Okay. Wow, ngayon ko lang nalaman 'yun. Miss Janine, let's talk about your work. Can you walk us through yung typical day at work mo lang?
Well, in my work routine, usually I work at 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So it's like a 12-hour shift. So the first thing that we're gonna do on early in the morning is that we will have to do the change of shift report, and then we have to do it in front of the patient. In that way, the patient can be also know on what's going on, and then we have to discuss what's the plan for today for the patient. And after that, after the change of shift report, I have to do the assessment for the patient and then taking the vital signs and then carry out the doctor's order. Usually doctors go on rounds like 8 o'clock in the morning. They start going on rounds until like 12 noon. It's a very busy and hectic time on that because everyone is over there in the hospitals, like doctors, physical therapists, families that you have to deal with. So, and after that, you have to pass medications. Usually, there's a scheduled medications at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the morning, and some patients will ask for like pain medicine, so you have to pass medications, and also by 12 noon, there's another scheduled for medications for 12, so you have to pass the 12 noon medications, and also some are having diabetes, so you have to check the blood sugar first before they will start eating their lunch. And then, so, continue lang yun until the doctor's order is non-stop until in the afternoon. Yeah, because there are different doctors who's gonna go on rounds. Because I'm working in the intermediate care, so it's a different cases scenarios. Usually, we all have like a heart surgeries, like open heart surgeries. So after the surgeries, they will, come to us after the ICU, and it's kind of critical. So we have to monitor the patient. Yeah, and I think that's it. Yeah. Until in the afternoon, it's there's like a time schedule for medications like 12 noon and then 2 p.m. and then 4 p.m. And we use the scanning, we have to scan the barcode. I don't know if in the Philippines you guys are using that, but we have to scan their wristband first, and you scan the medication, making sure that you are giving the correct medications to the correct patients. So if, for example, if you are scanning the wrong patients, then the computer will alarm, and then it will say that you are scanning in the wrong patient. So that's why you, at least it's like a safety precaution for us to, if we are giving the wrong medications, the computer will also tell you if you are giving wrong medications. Yeah. And so until sometimes, it's kind of busy during especially daytime. So I'll be finished passing all. I have to make sure to give 12 noon medications before going on lunch, making sure that all the patients are all good before taking a break. We usually have like 30 minutes break for lunch, and then after that, yeah. So we end up at 7 o'clock at nighttime. So that's the time we have to pass it on to the night shift. Yeah.
For 15 years, nag-stay lang kayo sa IMC or ICU or nag-try din kayo sa iba area?
Oh, yeah. I'm staying in IMC for 15 years. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't move because I love my job. I love my hospital, and I love my coworkers, and I enjoy working with them. Sometimes there are like glitches, some coworkers that we cannot like a misunderstanding, but wherever you go, it's still the same thing. It's still busy. So I was, because some of the nurses here, like they keep on moving from one place to another. So for me, there is no point on looking for the perfect place to work because all hospitals here are busy, and I don't think there is a nursing job that you're just going to be sitting and doing nothing. So in my case, I stayed in my hospital for 15 years because it's a good it's a good work, surroundings. I especially my coworkers, you have to adjust every time if you will move to another hospital. So yeah.
Yeah, and I like that, no? Kasi sobrang, sobrang expert ka na sa field mo.
Yeah, I'm
Very
kind of used
ideal.
to it. Like I'm already used to it. Yeah, because before actually I was working in ICU, which is the critical unit for 2 years. But then it's kind of be very stressful for me because I work in a trauma hospital here in Las Vegas, and every time I drive going to that hospital, it's my heart is pumping so fast because I was a night shift before, and every time I go to work there, every night I there's like a code blue because patients are very critically ill, very sick, and then it's so traumatizing for me to experience like you experience like you are taking care of a patient and then he died. So, and it affects me so much. Like I cried because why my patient died. It's like I am already attached to the patient because usually in an ICU, which is a critical care, you have to take care. I usually work straight 3 days in a row because I don't want to be like different patient in.
Mm.
So I used to it like 3 days. I have the same patient. So in that way, I get used to it. I know the patient the next day that when I come back, and I know what medications is in, I know the
Mhm.
patient's case, so it's more comfortable for me. But then in ICU, it's kind of hard because like every night there's like code blue. So when there is a code blue, of course you have to revive the patient, and it's like
Mm.
every night is like that. So it's like it's very scary for me. Like um and sometimes I got like a very huge patients, like 300 pounds. So, and then you have to, of course, you have to take care of that. You have to turn every 2 hours on that patient, and it's kind of hard for us to get some help. So, when you are turning the patient every 2 hours, your back is going to hurt. And on that time, I started to have a back pain. So that's why I decided to go down lower in the ICU. So that's why I went to the IMC, which is the step down from the ICU. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, I see, I see. And, totoo 'no, yung hirap ng 'pag may patient ka na nawala and lalo na minsan 'pag kamukha siya ng loved one mo, ibang klase yung feeling, eh.
Yes, yes. Iba kasi ako din, if I take care of a patient, parang naa-attach na ako sa pasyente ko. And then if I get attached to the patient, it's kind of hard for me. If something happened to the patient, parang i-blame ko yung sarili ko. I have to blame myself. Why? Even though this patient is very sick already, but you know, it's hard. It's hard.
Mhm,
So, yung
mhm,
nursing job natin is kind of hard. Di ba?
mhm. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 100% heart. Nurse Janine, let's go back lang. Yung nasa Pilipinas ka ba, ICU ka na rin nun before 'no?
No, I'm not in the ICU yet. Actually, in the Philippines, I work in a Butuan Medical Center. They rotate us every like 2 months. They rotate us with different. Sometimes you are in the operating room. This 2 months you're going to be assigned in the operating room, and then the next 2 months you're going to be assigned in med surge, and then maternal and child. You're going to be rotating everywhere. So yeah, hindi
Mm.
ako permanente. And then I worked there as a contractual, so I was not working as a full time. Yeah.
I see. Actually, ako gano'n din kami before, sa Nursing Hills under the program of the government siya. Every 2 months din 'no, 2 or 3 nagro-rotate din kami sa hospital. So, parang by the end of the year, naikot mo na yung buong hospital, eh.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, and contractual din.
Yeah, contractual, mahirap kasi noon eh. It's so hard to apply as a full-time kasi that's a government hospital, but kailangan mo ng parang backer para makapasok ka. But I was on a contractual for a few months, I think, and then bago ako naka ano ng full-time.
Opo, opo, okay. And then, Nurse Janine, ask ko lang, since 15 years na po kayo sa Amerika, do you still miss the Philippines?
Of course, I miss Philippines. Yeah, I miss Philippines every day. Yeah, especially my family. I miss them. Tapos iba ang ano kasi sa Philippines kasi parang feeling ko walang ka-stress-stress pag nandun ka sa Philippines. Kasi dito maraming stress dito. You have to deal with everything. Lahat ng problema is nasa iyo. So, yeah.
I do have friends na sinasabi yun 'no, na pagdating daw sa Pilipinas iba pa rin kasi mas relax as compared to diyan na talagang you have to work your way.
Yes, yes. Mas relax doon sa Pilipinas. Kasi I have experience, especially sa work. I already experienced working in the hospital there in the Philippines and then working over here. Talagang iba talaga yung iba ang stress level. Kasi noon when I was working in the hospital in the Philippines, parang walang ka-stress-stress. Pero 8 hours lang kasi noon eh. 8 hours work, then 5 days a week. So at least when you work like 7 to 3, pagkatapos ng 3 p.m., yun, pwede ka nang mag-party-party. So every day like magtapok-tapok, magkita-kita ng mga friends. Pero dito iba dito eh. Iba dito yeah, over here it's a 12-hour shift, but I only work 3 days a week and here 3 days a week. So meron din akong 4 days off. So at least may mga sideline din na mga ginagawa ko. Yeah.
Your sidelines are nursing related then?
Yung sidelines ko no iba yung sideline, hindi kasi yung talagang out of nursing na yung mga sidelines ko. I have an online business, so it's a global international business na online lang, na we always meet every Friday online, and yun, and then itong YouTube, nagsa-start na rin ako ng pag-YouTube, yeah, pag 4 days off, marami kang time. So, and also of course, I have to spend time for my kids too kasi yung dalawang girls ko, they have a lot of activities every day. So, I have to drive them off and then, go with them. Yeah.
Mm. And it's good 'no, that you have activities outside nursing kasi para sa akin malaking factor siya para ma-explore mo rin yung ibang field 'no, other than nursing.
Yes, yes. Yeah. But before, alam mo din, before, I worked 2 jobs in the hospital. I worked 2 hospitals, full time. So I work 3 days in this hospital, and then another 3 days in the next hospital. Just to compensate, kasi just to compensate all our bills. Lahat ng mga ano natin, mga mortgage, pero in the long run, well, you can do that if you are still young. You can work as two jobs when you're still young. But as I get age, like pagod na ako, I cannot do full time job anymore. So that's why magpa 5 years na yata na I only work one job na. Pagod na akong mag-work ng dalawang job. So you just imagine 6 days a week. So you have only one day off. So yung one day mo kulang lang yun sa pag mo recover sa katawan mo. Yeah.
Okay, grabe. Dalawang full-time na job. Paano ka nakahanap ng oras nun sa mga ibang bagay na responsibilidad niyo po, Miss Janine? Um, Tsaka paano ka nakaka-recover nun? Kung like in a week, 6 days ka nag-work, no? Titis-tis lang? Tis-tis muna?
Yes. Parang before, parang wala na akong time sa mga kids ko. I don't have time anymore for them kasi busy ako ng work.
So, Nurse Janine, what's it like living in Vegas? Kasi since alam natin nga na tourist spot talaga siya, no? So, gaano kadalas kayo pinupuntahan ng mga friends yung Filipinos from the Philippines?
Oh, well, living in Vegas, it's like living in Manila. Yeah, because there's a lot of Filipinos here. So, para na naging ano siya, big city ng Manila. Yeah, kasi marami ng mga Pilipino dito. Then,
Mhm. And then, kamusta yung mga prices ng mga houses in Vegas? Can you share us siguro parang a typical lang na mga bahay, mga prices nila with pool? Kasi like, when I was talking with my cousin, he was telling me na yung parang bungalow nila sa LA is parang huge house na sa Vegas and then may pool pa.
yes, actually in Vegas, the houses is much cheaper than California. California is pretty much expensive to buy a house there. But the thing is that in California, houses there are getting old. Yung mga bahay dito sa Las Vegas is like brand new kasi most of the people are already moving up here in Vegas. So Las Vegas is already booming, and then there are a lot of houses. They're building a lot of houses. Kasi especially yung mga Filipino from the East Coast, like in New York and Pennsylvania and New Jersey, sometimes they like to retire here in Las Vegas
Mm.
kasi yung weather, maganda kasi yung weather dito. Mainit lang pero hindi ka naman maglalabas ka palagi, naglalakad ka doon sa mainit na your aircon naman yung bahay mo. So, yung bahay dito is currently it's getting the prices of the house here is getting more expensive right now. Especially parang nagre-recession na kasi mahal na yung mga
Mm.
mga bilihin dito. Yeah, especially the gas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Miss Janine, since I'm going to Phoenix, Arizona, mas mainit ba sa Phoenix, Arizona as compared dyan sa Vegas?
Yes, I think the Phoenix, Arizona is much hot than here in Vegas. That's what I observed. Yeah, mas mainit doon sa Arizona kaysa dito.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, just a few more questions. Um, Miss Janine, how about in terms of schooling? Kasi like yung sister ko, yung dumating siya sa Phoenix, dito pa lang sa Philippines kasi nagre-research na siya ng mga okay na school for her kid. And then Diyan ba sa Vegas, since kasi nakikita ko sa news, parang ang dami nagsasabi na hindi siya ideal for kids. Pero I think kasi it's just a matter of finding the right location and school for the kids eh.
Yeah, well, there, the school here is not that bad. If you will send your kids to like a public school, in elementary, there's no problem. Actually, it's very nice. The schools here are very nice, and then the teachers. But during the high school is a peak one, so it's very important where you will send your kids in high school. Kasi yung sa public school, minsan it's high school is parang mga wild na yung mga estudyante sa high school dito. Kaya yung high school dito sa Vegas, most of the schools here has already a police, police officers every day, watching all the high schools here. But it all depends. Depende yan kasi meron namang mga charter school that yeah, charter school. My kids go to the charter school, which is more safer than the public school. So, yeah, pero yung charter school, ano din, lottery din yon na kung makapasok, swerte-swerte din yon pag makapasok ka, pag makapasok yung anak mo or hindi. Tapos meron ding mga magnet school. Yung magnet school is like kailangan din yung mga bata is like yung mga higher, yung grades nila is A, yung mga matataas na ano, then they will get accepted on the magnet school. Yeah. Tapos meron ding mga private school, yung private school mahal na yon. Ano, I can't afford, in the private school kasi alam mo naman yung
Mm.
school dito, ang mahal, di ba? Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you. At least yung mga nakikinig may konting idea about that. Kasi ngayon ko lang din nalaman yung mga sinabi niyo pong mga charter school, yung gano'n. Wala kaming idea tungkol doon.
Para ding ano, para ding public school ng ang charter school, but yeah, it's more higher. Yeah.
Okay, and then last question, Nurse Janine. To those people that are waiting for their I-140 to be approved, ano yung mga tingin mo mga bagay na pwede naming gawin, no, habang hinihintay yung US application para makatulong sa pag-transition namin sa States, both in clinicals and sa culture ng Amerika?
Well, of course, while waiting for the processing, of course, you need to have more experience in working as a nurse. Especially in the critical care, I think it's much better for you to be more exposed. Tapos, yung mga ano kasi dito sa Amerika, yung mga machines na ginagamit, I think you can like search what types of machines they are using. Kasi when I came here in America, talagang ignorante ako sa lahat ng mga machines dito kasi wala yun sa Philippines. So lahat ng mga different kinds of ventilators, yung mga IV pumps, lahat-lahat it's all new to me when I arrived in Pennsylvania. Kaya but I tried to cope up naman, and then I tried to catch up. Mababait naman yung mga ano doon, mga tao doon sa in my work hospital. Yeah.
And anong tingin yung pwede namin gawin to, especially sa mga first time pupunta ng Amerika, just to decrease the culture shock?
Well, of course, meron talagang culture shock when you arrive here kasi iba na yung mga tao dito. Iba-iba kasi yung like ang cultures ng mga tao. I think you have to learn more. Like for example, if they're they're white, they're black, they're Muslim, they're Indian. Lahat in the US, iba-iba yung mga tao dito. So you need to know what their cultures. In that way you can respect also with them. Yes. So sorry, ano pa ano please.
Okay po, okay po. Um, I think we're good, yeah. Nurse Janine, may gusto po ba kayo i-share sa'min?
Well, is share. Well, yung para sa mga nurses na gustong pumunta dito, wag ang masasabi ko lang is that go for it. You know, you go for your dreams. Lahat naman tayo, we are dreaming of coming here in the US. Yun yung ano ko noon. Actually, noon, bata pa ako, I really want to live in the US. Bata pala ako. Actually, nung bata pa ako, I already came here in the US. Parang ano pa lang ako, 9 years old, I already came in the US. Then I fell in love in America. Kaya nakikita ko yung nako-compare ko kasi ang America, between America and the Philippines. So that's why when I came back to the Philippines, talagang naging ano ko na, dream ko na I have to go back in America. So I that's why nagkumuha ako ng nursing. In that way I can come back here in the US.
Yeah, actually I think, yung first time ko din sa US 'no, same age din ako, 9 or 8 ata ako. And then I think very powerful lang din siya kasi you get to compare 'no, yung buhay diyan and buhay dito sa Pilipinas. And then naalala ko nung bata ako, it was my first time to see a family of 4 have like 8 to 7 cars. So mas marami pa yung kotse nila kaysa family member nila. Very mind-blowing lang yung para sa'kin.
Yes, yes. Tapos ano, nai-excite ako noon kasi yeah, yung mga kotse nila parang spaceship na ano, bata pala ako, I really, oh my God, this looks like a spaceship na ano, tapos talagang yeah, dito kasi you can buy a car anytime, kahit na ngayon if you want to buy a car, makabili ka. Dun sa Pilipinas hindi ka basta-basta makakuha ng kotse, you know. Oo. So,
Yes, so and the fact na, way lower yung salary natin dito 'no, sa Pilipinas. Kahit anong trabaho, it's way, lower and the prices of cars is way more expensive as compared there.
yes, yes. I remembered before, when I was working in the Philippines, yung sweldo ko is only 12,000 a month. So, yung contractual yon. So, na-imagine ko paano ko ba yun na naka-survive ng 12,000 a month. Yeah. It's kind of hard before, especially that you know we're a family of 4 in the Philippines. So yeah, it's kind of hard.
Alright. Okay, Miss Jenny, thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thank you so much, Dean, for inviting me here in your YouTube channel. Yeah, good luck.
Okay, and I know a lot of nurses will consider living there in Vegas too because you shared your story. To the viewers that reach this far, please comment down below a syringe or a hospital icon just to let us know how many of you guys are watching till the end. And please do so, continue supporting our channel. Again, I will link the YouTube channel of Miss Janine's sa description box down below. And Nurse Janine, maraming salamat po ulit and see you sa States.
Okay, Dean, thank you.